Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. This is your mid-month check-in. So let's see what's going on from mid to end of May 2021. Cards are wanting to fly out here, guys. I normally don't take things in the reverse, but I want to keep that in the reverse. So, Gemini, this is a general reading. It may not resonate with all of you. That's okay. If it doesn't, please feel free to check out your other placements. If it does, or you do enjoy the reading, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm going to pull some cards for your current energy of the person, people, situations that are surrounding you, overall outcome for the month of May 2021. Let's see what we've got here, Gemini. Some interesting things astrologically happening. There is a big Gemini Sagittarius eclipse happening on the 26th, which some of you may or may not know about. So it is coming up in quite a few readings this month, or for the mid-month readings. I'm seeing a lot of energy around that eclipse for a few signs. So let's see what is going on here with you guys. Let's get a few more cards. They were wanting to jump out and now all of a sudden they've just... Interesting. Definitely leaving something behind and new offers here. Ooh, very interesting. Lots of potential here. Okay, so I feel like things may be changing now. I do for many people, because of this eclipse energy that's happening, and I'll get into the reading in a second, but just talking about the general energy of the rest of the month and what have been some recurring themes that are coming out, is that, you know, not everything is going to be revealed yet, potentially, with this eclipse at the end of the month. So if you're not sure about something or you need more information, maybe get a little bit more information before making any major movements or decisions. Now, obviously, for some of you, there are going to be some no-brainer decisions. You know, you've come to a conclusion about something, you made a decision, you're going to go forth down that path, and that's absolutely fine. But for those of you who are not sure or feel like you need more information, please wait to do that maybe sometime towards mid to late June. But I do feel like that is actually the kind of vibe that you're in. You're wanting to explore, you know, Page of Swords here. This is a card that represents air energy, that represents your energy, Gemini. This is you doing what you do best. This is research. This is, you know, looking at things, people, getting information online, especially communicating, just doing your research and finding out about things. I feel like it's going to actually give you a more or a better understanding about someone else's perspective or other people's points of view. Five of Wands, you know, this is normally a card of lots of kind of conflicting opinions. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have conflicting opinions, because it just, you know, sometimes it's worth listening to other people's opinions, other people's advice, because you gain a different perspective. But there is a lot of clashing with that kind of energy, but that's been reversed. So I do feel like with the information that you're going to gain, or with the research that you're going to do, you're actually going to come to a better understanding about what's going on around you. And you're going to be better able to communicate certain ideas or communicate with people in a way that is much more constructive and not, you know, so argumentative. It's like bringing these ideas together. How can we work together? How can we take the best of what each other, you know, brings to the table, instead of seeing it as a negative? Different perspectives can be great. So this is really nice. This is an opening of your mind to new ideas, new information, new ways of seeing a situation or multiple situations. And ultimately, it's going to be a lot more peaceful. Energy surrounding you. 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Now, many people cannot travel at the moment, but there is some local travel happening, certainly, but there could even be international travel. This is like setting forth on some kind of new path, new direction. It is a strong sense of movement, but it is also a strong sense of potentially leaving something behind that is no longer serving you. So that's kind of the energy around you. This could be someone who has decided to go off and leave a situation. You could be feeling like someone has almost turned their back in a way. But it's very interesting to see the progression of this, because even though there is potentially some kind of feeling of disappointment here, of feeling like, there's some compelling reason to leave things behind, it really is going to open another door. It's going to bring in more opportunities, as we'll see in a moment. There is that moon coming through again, and again, with that sort of lunar eclipse that's happening, I do feel as though people around you may be making decisions not necessarily with all the correct information, or not having all the information, and yet they still forge ahead. Whereas I feel as though you're not in that mindset. You're in the mindset of, you know what, I think I can wait, and I think I can do some more research before I make that ultimate decision. So something may disappoint you about someone else's actions, but to each their own. If some people need to go off and do their own thing, that's what they need to do. But certainly you may feel like someone is turning their back or has turned their back on you recently. I feel as though you're actually going to be at peace with it, believe it or not, because again, it's going to open the door for more opportunities. But also you're going to realize that some things they work out the way they work out, and that's fine. I see you as definitely, again, with the Six of Swords energy, moving to a much, much calmer place. This is not a place of conflict anymore. This is like, let's leave all that conflict behind. Let's just move on to calmer waters. Once again, there is another card of movement. Sometimes it is physical movement. So again, there's a lot of lack of travel at the moment in many places around the world. But for a lot of you, there could be an actual move. It could just be a move of home, of apartment. You could be traveling to see someone. There could be something to do with water, moving towards water or close to water. But either way, you're getting ready for receiving a new offer, because we end up with the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So strong water energy here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is really interesting because, again, I feel as though there definitely was a situation that was no longer serving you, but you are able to come to the realization during the month of May that that's okay. It's sometimes things are a blessing in disguise. You're at peace with it. You've come to terms with it. You're ready to move on. You're ready to move forward. And I am seeing new opportunities in love, new opportunities in romance coming in. And these are solid opportunities. This is, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. It's not something that always starts off as, long-term commitment type thing, but there's huge potential for that. There's a lot of potential for a new romantic connection coming up. So for those of you who are disappointed about potential, loss of a relationship or something that, you just had to move on from, or someone had to move on from you, you're not going to be disappointed in that for very long. Do we have any other words of advice, affirmations, any other messages for Gemini? There's that Page of Air, which is the Page of Swords again. And this came into my mind when I was shuffling, but for some of you, there's going to be some kind of opportunity coming in based on communication. So based on either something that you present. This could be an actual presentation. This could be like maybe even something you do through work, or through school, or some sort of way of presenting your ideas that's actually going to open up new doors and new opportunities. But again, it is that sense, it's that repeating energy. So it's come up again. It's like, no, this is what it is. So definitely be open-minded, be ready to explore new ideas, new avenues, new ways of thinking. Just be in that mindset of gaining information. Don't make assumptions. Don't come to conclusions based on information that you don't have. Just keep an open mind to things. And other people's opinions and other people's thought process can be quite valuable as well. And there's the Messenger of Air. So there's a Knight of there. That is your card, Gemini. That is your card. So I'm really feeling like a lot of you are getting back to feeling like yourselves again. And it's good. And it's good. And it's going to mean that some sort of quick communication is going to come in. So again, once that new opportunity comes in, there's going to be like a big free flow of information. And it's going to feel smooth. And again, if there was any situation in the past where ideas were just not being received properly, or there was conflict because of differences in opinion, this is a much more open method of communication. So I'm seeing a lot of opportunities come in. And again, it could be to do with something that you present, or the ideas that you present, or that someone presents to you. So it's very interesting. Could be just a specific message for a couple of you. I hope you enjoyed that reading, guys. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.